Hey, are you ready for some hunting on the Tommy Wilcox Show?
We're from North California and South Alabama and little towns all around this land. And we can skin a buck and run a trot line, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive.
Tommy Wilcox Outdoors is brought to you by Veracity Vein Center. Live your best life. Game Face calls. When you head to the woods, you better bring your game face. Alabama Credit Union, 26 locations around the state to better service you. Nelson Glass, been servicing the community for over 40 years and specializes in contract glazing and custom shower enclosures. White Oak Whitetails. If a big buck and a big bass is on your bucket list, then you need to visit White Oak Whitetails. And all music courtesy of country music legend Hank Williams Jr. Hey folks, welcome to today's show. We got a great deer hunting show for you. We're going to be up in Three Lakes, Wisconsin, hunting at my good friend's lodge, Jan Alsager, Three Lakes Trophy Ranch. And this place in Wisconsin is really unbelievable. It was owned by bone collectors, Waddell and that group. They did a lot of shows on it. But one of the guys that Waddell was in business with had bought this place, and Jan actually acquired it from him. And Jan, what he did was move all his deer, his genetics, all that stuff from Canada, and moved them down into Wisconsin. And he's got a beautiful place there. And so that's what we're going to be doing this week. Up here we've got country music legend Johnny Lee coming along for the hunt. He's had about 14, 15 #1 hits, urban cowboy movie, you name it, he's done it in the country music field. And it's always fun to hunt with him. I also have Barry Alvis up, who's a lawyer from Birmingham, who's a good friend, along with Laura Alvis, who is running for judgeship in Shelby County. So y'all want to keep her name in the mix right now. And also I've got my good friend Doyle Samford. So y'all sit tight. We got some great deer hunting video coming up. First of all, let's just start it off with Barry's hunt. I was in the stand with Barry, and I was filming him the whole time, and he had a nice buck come out on him, and he was able to put the hammer down on him. Y'all take a look.
All right, Tommy, we've got about 5 or 6 does out there down to the other end of the field. It's got to be a buck someplace with that many does. I don't see it right now, but there's 5 or 6 nice does down to the other end of the field. Yes, I do see the buck coming in now. He's coming in from the right at the very end of the field. Nice buck. Looks like an 8 or 9 or 10 point. I can't tell at this point.
I think he's the shooter. Right.
I do too. I think he's the shooter too.
Let's take him.
All right, let's do that.
Meh. He's down. Barry.
Got him.
Oh, man, is this your first trip up to Wisconsin?
Yes, sir, sure is. Won't be the last.
Great deal, Barry.
Thank you, Tommy. We're located up here at Three Lakes Trophy Ranch in Wisconsin. We arrived yesterday, did some scouting last night. Janet told me he'd seen some large bucks in this area. We saw a couple last night that were large. We came back this morning, hunted this morning. This one came out, which I think was one we saw last night. Caught him walking up this crest and took a shot. Good shot, very good deer. I appreciate your help, Jan's help. It's been a lot of fun up here.
Tell them a little bit about Three Lakes, Jan.
Well, congratulations, Barry. This is a great
Thank you.
deer.
Thank you very much.
And we basically, this is what we're running is just trophy class whitetail, and we're not just specific to, you know, certain kind. We have the typical, non-typical, but cater to every size of deer. And,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
the body size, that's
Yes, sir.
kind of one of the things we push is our Canadian genetics is getting that big deer.
And this is a big deer. This
He's
is
a big deer.
a lot larger than what we normally see in Alabama, where I typically hunt.
Yeah.
Significantly bigger, in fact.
You know, and we try to keep the deer as natural in their habitat.
Yes, sir.
You know, it is high fenced, but you know they are in their own natural territory, and that's just the way they are. You know,
Yes, sir.
and the season we've had right now, they are rutting early, it seems, but they are moving. They're pushing does.
They were moving last night a great deal.
Yeah.
All right, Barry, that is a great deer, man. That's what Barry came up to Wisconsin for, was to get the biggest buck of his life, and he did it up here at Three Lakes Trophy Ranch. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with you. Got Johnny Lee's hunt coming up and Doyle Samford's hunt. Y'all don't want to miss it. Stay with us.
You was born hog wild, so I traveled all over this land, and I found myself a backwoods band. You can hear us play for a country.
Do you suffer from any of the following? Leg pain and swelling, leg cramps, restless legs, blood clots, varicose veins, spider veins, or leg ulcers? If so, you may be one of 45 million Americans that suffer from venous disease. To learn how this chronic and progressive disease can be treated with minimally invasive techniques by a leader in the field, call the Varicosity Vein Center today at 205-592-1800. 205-592-1800.
Finishing my weekend to-do list.
Not having a weekend to-do list? Being treated like a member. Not a number. Do I look like a number?
Starting something new. Staying on top of what's new. Coming home at the end of the day.
And loving where I live.
Seeing a smile on somebody's face and knowing I made it happen.
What makes you feel good? Alabama Credit Union. Feel good about your money.
Moundville Feed and Seed prides themselves in putting their customers first. They carry a complete line of wildlife products and feed and seed. They offer bulk and bagged fertilizers, as well as bulk and bagged feeds. Their prices are always competitive, and the service is suited to meet the demands of their customers. They offer custom spreading, grain drill, and buggy rentals. And when it comes to having the best fields around, They are the wildlife specialist. Moundville Feed and Seed. Come see them today.
Laura Alvis is running for Shelby County Circuit Judge because the judicial system will only work efficiently if we elect fair, competent, and impartial judges who have courtroom experience. Out of all the candidates in the race, Laura has been involved in more jury trials than the rest of them combined. She's also worked as an assistant district attorney for Shelby County and now is in the private sector. So on March 1st, please vote for Laura Alvis, the most experienced candidate in the Republican primary.
All right, folks, this next hunt is my good friend, Doyle Samford. Doyle's traveled with me everywhere to hunt deer, and he used to go with us to Jan's place in Saskatchewan every year. And since Jan moved his whole operation to Wisconsin, Doyle wanted to come on up with me and take a look at it. And Doyle he hunted for a couple days and never seen that buck, and he would hunt. He'd see something else he thought he might like, but he was holding out for that one big deer. Well, it was getting toward the end of the hunt, so a big mass of 10-point came out. And what's funny about this thing is I was sitting in an area of his land one afternoon, and this big old 10-point came out, and it ran a 200 class deer off. They got to fighting. These two deer got after it, and that big 10-point whipped that 200 class buck's tail. So I was telling Doyle about that. So Doyle went and sat in that stand, and sure enough, that big 10-point came back, and Doyle was lucky enough to get a shot at it. Y'all take a look.
Hey folks, this is Doyle Samford. We're up in Three Lakes, Wisconsin, hunting with Jan, the Halsinger. I always hunted with him up in Canada, and he's got this place down here, and he invited me up. Been out here for 2 or 3 days, and we've seen a lot of big deer. We saw a big, nice 10-point the first day we hunted out here, but I didn't get a shot at him. So we're back this morning. Got to get back to the airport today, so we've got just very limited time. But we're hunting this big. He's a big, nice, clean 10-point, so that's what we're hunting today. So hopefully we'll have some luck this morning. It's the last 4 minutes in the fourth quarter, though. If we don't get him this morning, I got to go back to Alabama empty-handed. But anyhow, it's been worth the trip just to come up here and see this fantastic place. I mean, it's just absolutely a paradise up here. He's got big deer. We've had a good hunt every day. So anyhow, we're trying to close it out this morning. So hopefully we'll have some luck. We'll see. Jan, this is that big 10 right here. He's right here. To your right. Jan, we'll get ready. Here he comes.
Just running around the corner there. He's not going far.
I thought I missed him.
Oh no, you got him.
I seen his tail drop, so that's all I think. Wow.
It's a cool morning.
The last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. Wow.
It seemed like it got a little slow there for a while.
Hey, last morning, got to get to the airport, you know.
Well,
it don't get no better than that, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Look at this. Heavy 10-point, Tom. This is the big deer that we seen fighting yesterday.
Yes, it was. This is the one.
This is the one.
That
this
whooped on the The big
got in a
non-typical.
massive fight with a monster 200 plus big time deer, and this deer whooped his butt and ran him out of the field.
He made the big mistake and he came back though.
Wow.
It's a beautiful
Look
deer,
at
Doyle.
this thing. Look at this thing. You know, we actually saw this deer the first day, but he was way over on a tree line, making a scrape line and hooking trees and stuff, which we've got on footage, but wow, up close, something else.
You wanted a big typical. I don't think you can get any
No doubt
bigger and
about it.
cleaner typical than that right now.
No doubt about it.
My friends all call me Superman. I never let nobody get an upper hand. Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do. 'Cause the man of steel.
This segment is brought to you by Real Tree Camouflage, family friends in the outdoors.
Three Lakes Trophy Ranch in beautiful Wisconsin. If you never have been here before, book a hunt. Book a hunt. You won't regret it, I promise. Let me tell you all a little bit about my hunt here at Three Lakes Trophy Ranch. Some people saw the deer that I saw the day before. He showed up at my stand the next morning. I wanted to shoot him then, but I wasn't quite sure. Next thing you know, he's gone, vanished. So I made up my mind, that's the deer I wanted. Jan and I go in the stand the next evening, and we're sitting there and it's getting dark quick, you know. I'm thinking, oh well, I've only got one more day. Oh, it ain't gonna happen. Oh, so I said a prayer. I said, oh, please, Lord, let me have this deer. A few minutes before dark, Jan says, our man is here. He walked out on the edge of the woods over 200 yards away, and then I put my scope on him. I'm thinking, over 200 yards, pretty good shot. I'm gonna let him get closer in. But then all of a sudden there was a doe ran across the back, 2 bucks chasing her, so this buck went crazy, took off, and didn't see him again. I thought, well, this is it. I'm not gonna get him. I have to settle for something else. So we waited and waited and waited. I'm literally 2 or 3 minutes before legal shooting time is over, he stuck his head back out. His horns were so big and shiny and white. My heart started beating. I put my scope on him, and then he walked away, went behind a tree. I said, oh, Lord, please, please, please. And so he come back. I'd scoped my rifle in. Jan said, Johnny, this rifle, it's 308 Remington. He said, it's good for 300 yards. Put him right in the crosshairs. And so I trusted Jan's knowledge on that. So when I finally got my shot on that buck, it was about 280 yards away. Put the crosshairs on him, squeezed the trigger, and the rest is history. And my heart went out of my chest. I had to scream like a little girl to drive-in movies. And I got so excited, I walked in, yes.
Three Lakes Trophy Ranch, Wisconsin. Book your hunt now, no joke. No more looking for deer in all the wrong places. I can't wait to get up here and see me. It's the biggest deer I ever shot in my life.
And then we started walking, and I looked back. It was a long shot, longest shot I made on a deer. And went And I didn't see him right at first. I said, oh, no, 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 no. And so finally, he had ran about 20, 30 yards, and he laid down. And when I walked up on that big thing, it all started again, all the excitement and everything. One of the biggest bucks I've ever shot in my life. He is definitely the most beautiful buck I've ever shot. At Trophy Ranch, 3 Lakes, Wisconsin. You gotta come try some of this. I've never seen so many big bucks before in my life. But this is the one that I wanted. I was a patient man, and I held it out, trusted Jan's knowledge, trusted my gun, made the shot. Yes, Johnny one shot.
Flip barrel time. Got some more stuff down here. Oh, Lord. This is awesome. My heart is just pounding out of my chest. Twin Rivers, no, 3 Lakes. 3 Lakes Trophy Ranch. 3 Lakes Trophy Ranch in Wisconsin. Oh, my God. We looked for this boy. Have been seeing him. And saw him early this morning. He disappeared on us. Saw him twice, 3 times tonight, chasing does. Had a 300-yard shot, 280, whatever it is. And here he is, the best. This is awesome. Oh my God. Congratulations, Jan. Thank you, Jan.
Do you suffer from any of the following? Leg pain and swelling, leg cramps, restless legs, blood clots, varicose veins, spider veins, or leg ulcers? If so, you may be one of 45 million Americans that suffer from venous disease. To learn how this chronic and progressive disease can be treated with minimally invasive techniques by a leader in the field, call the Varicosity Vein Center today at 205-592-1800. 205-592-1800.
Talladega County Exchange has 4 locations to serve hunters and farmers: Talladega, Midstate Co-op in Columbiana, and St. Clair Farmers Co-op in Pell City and Asheville. We have a huge selection of hunting supplies as well as feed, seed, fertilizer, and chemicals. Our Pell City store is a certified Hoyt dealer and archery center, while Columbiana has a full-line small engine repair shop. So come by our quality co-op stores today and check out our down-to-earth values. You'll be glad you did. Laura Alvis is running for Shelby County Circuit Judge because the judicial system will only work efficiently if we elect fair, competent, and impartial judges who have courtroom experience. Out of all the candidates in the race, Laura has been involved in more jury trials than the rest of them combined. She's also worked as an assistant district attorney for Shelby County and now is in the private sector. So on March 1st, please vote for Laura Alvis, the most experienced candidate in the Republican primary.
Hi everybody, I'm Johnny Lee. Now you might remember me from the movie The Urban Cowboy, and I'm still looking for love in all the wrong places. But let me tell you about the right place to look. 3 Lakes Trophy Ranch, right here in beautiful Wisconsin.
You are so right, Johnny Lee. And the lodging and food, 5-star. And the deer, wow, you just got to come see for yourself.
Hey, take it from old Johnny Lee. Call Jan at 3 Lakes Trophy Ranch, right here in beautiful Wisconsin. You'll be glad you did. I am. Looking for love.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. Hey, if you want to book the chance of a lifetime on white-tailed deer or killing a big deer is on your bucket list, you've got to give Jan Alsager a call. The number's on the bottom of the screen as I'm speaking. 3 Lakes Trophy Ranch up in 3 Lakes, Wisconsin. Now this particular land was owned by bone collectors. It's Michael Waddell and the people that back him, they had this land. And my good friend Jan Alsager bought it from him. He moved all his deer genetics, all his Canadian bucks, moved them all down into Wisconsin. and he has this place called 3 Lakes Trophy Ranch, and it is loaded with big deer. Great, great genetics. If you want the chance of a lifetime, if you want the whitetail deer that's on your bucket list, give Jan a call. The lodging is 5-star. They have a beautiful lodge there. The meals, what Sarah and them do with the meals, is really, really good. And there's always something to eat. There's snacks to bring in the stands with you. All the stands are really nice stands. Whether you want to hunt out in the open, you can do that. They have ladder stands with lock-on above them, or if you want to just get in shooting houses, they got them too. They're all nice, all have windows, all have heaters. So the accommodations are great. Food, lodging, and the hunting. And the deer are you just got to come up here to see it, to believe it. But y'all give Jan a call. Tell him you enjoyed watching it on Tommy Wilcox Outdoors. He'll give you a special deal. And y'all come up to 3 Lakes Trophy Ranch and get you some like we did. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see all y'all next week.
Gassed up, loaded down, trucking on from town to town. Guns, bows, and a tackle box. Here come Tommy Wilcox. Hitting the water, hitting the woods. That Bama boy sure got it good. Always having too much fun, Lord.